everyone. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. It has actually been it's been a long time, guys. It has actually been a long time that I actually went live. And I feel like one of the things that reminded me to go live was this picture that I used as my DP. Like, I didn't plan to go live, but today was just such a good day. God is so good. God has been so good. I mean, God has been so good. I have been, this past few days have just been days where I have just been in awe of God's goodness and God's grace, literally. So I'm so thankful to you all, to all my clients, every one of you that have been watching my videos, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much to those of you that have paid me to help you to get opportunities in China, CSC opportunity. Thank you so much. I just want to let you guys know that I do not take you guys for granted, and I promise that 2025 I'll just try my best to give it my best. Okay, that's what we're gonna do 2025. Okay, yes, we're literally gonna give it our best 2025, because I mean, if someone had told me that this year people were gonna pay me, I'll say that's a lie, because I was doing the whole CSC thing online for free. I was doing it for free. Nobody was paying me. Nobody was paying me nothing. And then this year, everything changed for me. I started my company on my travels. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, you see that I've been like publicizing. God has been good to us on my travels, and so far so good. This year has been this year was actually one of the toughest year, but I mean, this was the year that I literally stretched out my faith, and I just said, God, you're gonna take the wheel. And it wasn't even that easy. I'm not lie. You know, sometimes we're always like, oh, God did this for us, God did this for me, God did if I tell you guys what has been happening behind the scene, you guys will be like, oh my, you're really trying. And guys, we just got to, I think we got to, let me check before I announce. On WeChat, for those of you that don't know, we also have a WeChat channel, and we're close to 7,000 followers on WeChat. How cool is that? I've never gone live on WeChat. Someday, somehow, I'll go there. But so far, so good. Today, we're going to be doing Q&A. Yes, I'm going to be answering all your questions. I'm going to go through YouTube. So I think I have some questions on WeChat and Instagram and WhatsApp, but I would start with YouTube because that's where I'm live currently. So I'm gonna start with YouTube, and if you have any question, you can also leave it down below, guys, and I'll be able to see and answer your questions. Okay, let's go, guys. I'm so hyped. So the first question, which I got just 43 minutes ago, someone was asking, I have TEFL certificate. I want to come to China with language visa and switch to work visa when I am done, then apply to teaching jobs either with my TEFL or my BSc anatomy certificate. Can it work like that? Uh, yeah, it can work. You can actually come to China with a language. You can, let me reply as I'm actually like answering here. You can actually come to China with a language program, which is probably like 6 months or 1 year. And then after you graduate, then you have to pass that HSK. I think there's a HSK that they always write. So you need to pass that HSK exam. And then after you pass the HSK exam, you would now go ahead to apply for a job. You need to get a job first. you need to actually first get a job, then you can actually go ahead and actually apply. Okay, so yeah, that's what a lot of people do, but it's not easy to even get a job right now. But I think it's a good way to go, because I mean you're improving your Chinese language, you're improving your Chinese. I mean, before you even graduate, your Chinese will be really really good, which is so cool. Like, a lot of people do not get job because of their Chinese. And then imagine that you're actually coming to China, and while you're coming to China, your Chinese is good, everything is good. I mean, that would be really, really cool. I think that would be really, really cool. So I think, yeah, that's a great way to come to China. Okay. So another question. Someone is asking, please, Oma, I don't know where to start from. Please, can you guide me? Please, I'm confused. How many please, please? Okay. Let us start like this, okay? Um, the first step, guys, if you don't know, currently the CS open so you can apply. In short, March intake will close by 30th of this month. So those of you that would want to apply for March intake this year, please be quick, because by the 30th of this month it will end. So if you don't know where to start with this whole thing, I would advise you that you should first go to my YouTube channel. I've done a lot of videos about CSC. Sure, currently I don't even do videos anymore about CSC because I've done too many videos about CSC. So now what I do is that I just I just come live and do random questions, right? But what I think the advice I would give people is that if you don't know where to start with the whole CSC application, first get your documents. So just start with that. If you are really really sure that, okay, yes, you want to go ahead and you want to apply for the CSC, the first thing that you want to do is to first get your documents. And I've done almost 3 videos about the documents that you need when you're applying for the CSC scholarship. I've also done videos about the document that you need when you're applying for your visa. So the reason I'm saying you should get your documents is that some of you ask this questions. You ask this questions, oh Oma, what do I need? Where do I start? Blah blah blah. And then even after I finish answering your questions, you guys do not go ahead to do the application. It's almost as if no, you people don't believe in yourself. That's why I said, even for my clients, when they come and they ask me questions, I just tell them the price, then I'll tell them to bring their documents, because I realized that most people, they need like a push. So if you have done your documents, somehow you'll be forced to say, okay, you know what, I've done the documents, I'm gonna go ahead and apply. But when you have not done your documents, then you keep asking me questions. And for me personally, I just feel like I want you to just apply. Okay, I would want you to apply first, then you ask me questions. That would be preferable. Okay, so the first thing I'll tell you is to get your documents. After you've gotten your documents, for me, when I was even applying for this OCSC, I used 2 days to get my documents. So I don't know how long it takes. Well, I don't know why it takes a lot of people such a long time, but I used like 2 days to get all my documents. So that's something that you can actually think about. You can use maybe a week. Let me not say 2 days. Maybe you can use like a week to get all your documents. You prepare all the documents that you need and go ahead with the whole application thing. The next thing that you do after you've gotten your documents is that you need to actually, if you're a PhD student, then you need to go to the university and check if the university requires that, oh, you need to get a supervisor or something like that. Because now, things are changing currently in China. Even there was one of my clients that I was applying for her to come, And after we've done the whole application, we've done the CSC application, we did even the school application. The school's there messaging that, oh, please, that she needs to get a supervisor, and she's a master student, she's not even a PhD student. So personally for me, I'm just like, what? So if it's a PhD student, what is the person going to do? Because this person is just like masters. And even her, the school was telling her that she needed to get a supervisor. So that's the thing. You need to go after you've done the CSC application, you need to go to the university and also apply to the university, and also check the requirements of the university, because a lot of things are changing. And guys, the funny thing is that for me, before I came to this school, currently I'm doing my PhD in China, and before I came here, they said I was on scholarship. And then when I came, I realized that there was this whole thing that they needed to do to like finalize if you're on a scholarship or not. And there were still some students who were supposed to be on scholarship, and they resume, and somehow they are no longer on scholarship. So it's even funny because a school can even have all these requirements, all these rules, and then you even come to the school, you start with the school, and they change their rules, they change their requirements. So it's like so it's like you always need to be updated about the school, whatever the school is saying, whatever you don't understand. Please reach out to the university. Some of these universities, even if you reach out to them, they will never even reply you. Let me just be honest. A lot of times in China, these people don't reply. It's sad, but that's the truth. I don't know whether it's the language thing that make a lot of people not, a lot of schools not to reply, but a lot of times they do not reply. I prefer coming live to talk about CSC. The reason is because if I have to shoot a video with my camera, I know I'll get the best quality, I'll get the best views, because when you shoot quality videos on YouTube, YouTube will help you promote your videos. But for me, I'm just like so busy right now. In short, today I had an exam, yes. And the reason I can come out here is because tomorrow I don't have any exam, I don't have any class. Next tomorrow I have another exam. But I thought in short, we all thought the exam was going to be on Monday. Somehow the lecturer pushed it on Thursday, which is even funny because I'm beginning to feel like maybe they did that on purpose. Pushing the exam on Thursday seemed like something that was intentional. Because how is it that you say that there's an exam now, and then all of a sudden you push the exam to Thursday? It's so annoying because I wish I wrote that exam and know I'll be done. But somehow I'm happy because that exam is very, very hard, and I think I need time to study that exam. That's like numericals, and guys, that's all about programming, the basic of all this whole programming, MATLAB, everything. That's what numericals is all about. And I don't want to just write that exam. I really want to read it, and I really want to understand everything that's in that exam. So that's why somehow I'm even happy with the fact that they pushed it. I'm happy about that. But even that, still feel like it was done on purpose. Today, my school even that, oh, those of you that are that are going to go out, you're not going to be allowed to go out. And why are you not going to be allowed to go out? You're not going to be allowed to go out because the police say so. Can you imagine how is it that the police all of a sudden know that a lot of internationals are going to be going out, and then now they're saying that you are not allowed to go out? Hmm. So for me, I just like it's so funny, but it's funny. It's just to let you know that China is all about rules and regulation, and you just need to learn how to obey the rules and obey the regulation of your school wherever you are. You need to be able to obey the rules and regulation there. So let's continue, okay? Talking about like what you need for this Christmas. Okay, though I might actually change the topic, but before we get to this, because I'm doing like a Q&A, right? So I just want to talk a little bit about Christmas. I mean, last year around this time, I I got a job. I was working in Shenyang. For those of you that probably have been following my channel, you know that I've been working in Shenyang, and I got a teaching job. And I was so happy because the first job I got in China, it didn't work out. So this was like the second job I got, and I was so happy. And they told me, oh, they'll pay me 9,000 RMB. I moved all my things. I even left my apartment. I mean, that apartment, I had already paid 5,000 RMB that was supposed to be for a year, because I thought that the first job I got, at least I was going to work there for a year. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Let's just move. And then I moved to this new job. Then all of a sudden, everything changed. The 9,000 RMB that this company said they were gonna pay me, they were not gonna. They didn't pay me. Also, they started saying things like, "Oh, the immigration called her." My boss started saying things like, "Oh, the immigration called her and told her that I hope they did not give me like a good job or something like that." And I'm like, why would the immigration call you and be telling you, hope you're not giving me a good job? Because when I started working with them, they made me start taking care of babies, taking care of kids. This was not our agreement. Like, why will I why will I want to be taking care of babies? Why will I want to take care of kids? So I was like so pissed. And but I was feeling like, okay, you know what, I'll stay there for a year. Maybe I'll find a way to migrate to another country. Guys, listen, I know what I'm telling you guys about this story. So all of a sudden there was just this whole bullying, there's a lot of attacks, a lot of things happening while I was working in this company. But I remember the final straw was, as in the time that they said that, oh, okay, they wanted me to do like a presentation for some new people, for some new kids that were coming to the school. And she gave me everything I would use to present that day. That morning I came in, I prepared that, oh, okay, I was gonna present everything. And when we saw there, I saw somebody else there. She never told me that there was somebody else that was gonna come there to present. She never informed me anything. She just mysteriously brought someone new to the place. I was so pissed. And then I was just holding myself. And I think that was when I realized at that moment that these people are never gonna change. Whenever you get an opportunity in China and there is like a question mark, maybe now there's like an agreement with you and the school, or the agreement with you and the job, and all of a sudden there's this question mark, they are beginning to act weird, they're beginning to change their mind about everything that they said. I feel like the first thing that you should do is to prepare your mind, prepare your heart that this is not gonna last, or they're not gonna treat you well, they're not gonna pay you well. 3 good times I really wanted to leave, but I remember that every time I wanted to leave, they would take me on a dinner, they would take me out to eat, something like that. So you could even see this picture, like this girl, she left the school. She couldn't even stay. They made us they made us clean. We were like cleaners. Every time we come to the office, we needed to clean. And China is a great country, but I feel like you have to be very careful, and you have to be very like smart. You should also know how to communicate your needs, and you should also be able to protect yourself, because if you're not smart, I don't think you can literally survive here. Like, you need to be really smart, and you need to know God. I feel like God is the most important person. Should I say person? But God is so important to me, and I feel like if God was never by my side, if God was never there, I don't know how far I'd have gone here. I mean, like, when I mean I don't know how far, I mean, like, I don't know what would have actually happened to me if I never had God. So, so sometimes people say about China. The reason I talk about China is not just because China is like a platform. It's like a journey. It's like the road. The main thing I want to talk about is my journey. The main thing I always want to talk about when I'm talking about China is the process that people probably didn't see, you know. And then maybe now they start seeing you that, oh, you are now a teacher, you are not this. Then you did not see those times when I was really going through so much and God was actually there by my side. You were not there when God was there by my side. You were not there when things did not go as planned. A lot of people just feel like those of us living abroad, everything is just perfect. Me, I don't like to fake it. That's why I'm even online, because most internationals, they don't want to even come online safe. They will never come online to tell you literally what the real things that are happening. But me, I'm not scared to come online and actually say this is what is happening, this is what is happening, and try to help a lot of people as possible. Though I know that one day I'm gonna leave the whole China thing. One day I know I'm gonna stop talking about it. The reason is because I feel like I'm growing, I'm getting better, I'm not where I used to be. So I would love to talk about more serious things that are related to my field, things that are related to my course, things that are related to like engineering. I would really, really love to talk about that, because I mean that's what I'm studying. I'm doing my PhD, so basically I would love to talk about that. So yeah, this year a lot of people did not get the CSC scholarship, and it's sad because this is a different year. I've actually been preparing your mind. If you have been watching my video, you would know I've prepared your mind that this is a different year. I mean, for my school, they didn't even recruit a lot of new internationals, which is weird. And not just my school, a lot of other schools, they did not recruit a lot of internationals. So I feel like this year was just that year where things were not like how it used to be. But I'm so grateful to God that He has been able to keep me. I'm so grateful to God that He has been able to help me, like in times when I go through things and it feels like, oh my God, I'm all alone, because most times you're not with your parents, you're not with your family, you're just here alone. And God has actually been there for me. So I would say what you need when you're coming to China is hold God tight. I mean, hold God tight. You don't understand, and always be grateful, always be happy, always look at everything that this thing is actually working for my good. This thing is making me to be better, and I don't have to be like bitter or sad, something like that, because I feel like all the things that happened to me here have made me to be a better person. It has made me to understand people more, love people more, accept people more. I'm not here trying to change anybody. Like, all I do is give my own one or two, but I'm not trying to force it on you that you have to take whatever I'm saying. So I feel like that has really, really helped me. Like, all the things I've been through, I love that I went through all those things, because I'm now a better person in China. So even the rejection, I told you guys the for CSC, I didn't get it. It was the second time, and I didn't even pick China. At that time, I was picking like Russia because around that time, you know, a lot of Ministry of Education, they will tell you that, oh, Russia was the place. Like if you choose Russia, it will pay you well, you get money, blah blah. But that's a lie because China is the one that pay more than any of these countries. I'm serious. So a lot of times, a lot of people are saying that, oh, okay, if you choose China, that China you get more money, and I think that's not true. I really think that's not true. For someone like me now that I'm here, I'll say that what has helped me to get more money, hmm, what has helped me get more money? Is it really the is it really the stipends that we receive? Is that what is really keeping us? There's even this picture that was going viral on the internet. This guy, he said, oh, after 10 years being in China, he was going back to his country with nothing. I know people who didn't believe him, but it's the truth. Like, you cannot be here depending that the money that you get stipends, because as a student, you're not allowed to work. So you cannot also be depending or thinking that that money is going to be enough for you. It's not going to be enough for you. It's never going to be enough for you. So I don't even know how I get money. Maybe it's because of my business, because I have on my travels where I help a lot of you guys to get to come to China. Also the fact that I'm also online. I feel like that's the only thing that really helped to give me a little money. But if it's just for the stipends, nah, I don't think it will be enough. But CSC is good, but the university stipends, that's not much. It's not a lot of. I always see. I even used to tell people, see, go for CSC. If you can get CSC, go for CSC. There's also Hong Kong. I just discovered this recently. There's funding opportunity in Hong Kong. You guys can check about that. I don't know if I want to talk about that, but I think they've closed. Maybe I'll talk about that next year, about Hong Kong, how to move to Hong Kong. Hong Kong is still part of China. For those of you that don't know, Hong Kong is still part of China. But what has helped me get money is just my business that I do. So I'll say that, as if you're planning to come to China, try your best to have like a plan. Maybe should you can even open a business, because I feel like another difficulty that a lot of people face is that they do not have anybody company back home. I'm telling you guys, that's if you can be able to find someone that can manage your money back in your country, you don't know what God has done for you in this life. You really do not know what God has done for you in this life. If you can find somebody that can manage your money, manage your business, if you have a business and you have someone who can help you manage your business and make that business grow, that's the difficulty a lot of people face when they come to China. And for me, I also face that thing. I remember like buying like a lot of clothes, and I sent it back home and there's nobody to manage it for me, and I said no, 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 I think the best thing for me is to do online business. So I'm still gonna go in. I do business like helping people buy things. That's the side one I do. But having to start my own shop, nah, I just realized that that would be difficult. So a lot of China, a lot of people who come to stay in China or who are in China, they do not have like a shop. Not all of them have a shop, a physical shop. What they do is that they would they would actually they would just help people buy, and you see these people, they make a lot of money because they buy in containers, right? So let's say that there's someone that want to buy clothes and person starting a business. They just add their own profits as an agent. A lot of people make money like that. Even recently somebody posted on my group, bilateral group, that because of the amount of goods that he was able to purchase this year, that the company bought him an iPad. So you can imagine a company buying an iPad because you're able to purchase over 7,000, not 7,000, over 7 containers of goods, and you don't have your own physical shop. You probably don't have your own shop, just that you are helping people back in your country to buy products, to buy goods. So this is what a lot of guys do. I don't know if girls are doing this, but I know that a lot of guys, they are dealing with buying a lot of containers and helping clients buy products. This Christmas, you need to make up your mind that you want to step up your financial life, you want to upgrade. I mean, there are so many platforms to come to China. Even if you're not getting admission, you can come to China with business visa, you can come to China with studying language. You don't even need to even follow that pathway, that whole CSC scholarship pathway. You don't need to follow it. You can even come with language, 6 month language, pay the money, come here. If you have the mind, you can work. I want to advise you to work, because as a student you're not allowed to work, but you can just work, right? Because you need money. Me personally, I don't have strength to work as a student, because I feel like I cannot just combine both. When I want to study, I want to work. Even I got a job, thank goodness. That job is part-time job where I go to teach, and for the past 2 weeks I even took permission. I couldn't even go to teach. Why? Because I have exams. I even took permission. I can't come to teach. Just recently sent me a message. It said, due to the school entering the final exam review stage, this semester bilingual exchange activities are over. Thank you for your support and efforts. So this is just the message now I got from the school that I normally go to teach. The fact that everything is over, because why? I mean, I took permission that this week and last week. I knew that as I took permission that I will not be able to go and teach, but I don't have a problem with that because I wanted to focus on my exam. I tell people, see, if you're a student in a country, please make sure you focus on your exam, pass your exams first before you start thinking of, oh, the money that you want to make, because it will just affect your grades. A lot of people who, because they want to pay their fees, people like in USA, Australia, all those countries, Canada, that they have to pay for their fees. Because they want to pay for their fees, they have to work, and it affects their grades, affects them. So then after they graduate, it's very hard for them to get good jobs because they don't have high grades. So personally for me, I feel like that's what even helped me to be able to get a standing student award after I graduated for my masters. I was not working, I was not doing anything. All I was doing was just facing my studies. And the moment that the first year I was struggling in my academics, I was struggling in my studies, I was able to put in another effort, put in full effort. Why? Because of the scholarship I was getting, and I felt like this scholarship, they are paying me, right? So let me just do my best and get the best. But a lot of people, because of the money they want, you see them that they do not go ahead to improve their grades. All they think about is the money that they want to get. So my advice to you is, please focus on your studies. After studies, then you can get a job, you can think about the job. That was how I got my first job. Okay, yes, it didn't work out, but I got a first job, and I even got my first PhD admission. But that one was not because of my grade. I feel like that one was just because I was in a group, and then I think they were just looking for like PhD students, and I just said, oh, I want to apply, and I went ahead to apply. That was how I got that first PhD offer. The second PhD offer, I used an agent because I mean I was working and I didn't have time to be doing application and everything, so I was very busy. And the funny thing was that the company that I was working for, the second job I got, the company I was working for, they made sure that we would not have time. They made sure, they said we should not use our phone. We're not using our phone while we go to work. Throughout our job, just need to work. Sometimes because I was an international and I did not have any, I'm always quiet. I was always quiet. I didn't know, like there was no other international there, just me. Those Chinese people would overwork me. Those Chinese teachers or who, they would want to overwork me, and I could not do anything about it. That was one of the reasons that when I was like fed up, I left that company, because I knew what I went through. So you have to be very smart to make up your mind that these people will overwork you, they overuse you, and to say you are you don't know these people. If you're not talking, if you're not praying, things will not really go well for you. if you're not smart, if you're not intelligent, like you need to have something to offer. Like some of these universities, there are two things they like. They like the people who are very social. See all those people who are very social, who can sing, who can dance, who can coordinate activities, MC, all those people. Chinese people love them. Like those people, if you're in a school, your school will adore you. They will get you opportunities, they will get you so many things. The second person that Chinese people love is someone that is smart and intelligent. So it's either you're two of this kind of personality or you are one of this kind of personality. Me, I might not be like the smartest person, but I know that okay, when it comes to like activities, singing, all these things, I'm good in it. I can also I'm also intelligent, smart. If I want to, if I put my mind, I want to pass an exam, I'll do well. But if I don't put my mind, I might not do so well. So it's just depends. If I'm interested in getting a high grade, then I get a high grade. If I'm not interested, I might not get a high grade. But I think now, since I came to China, I have been interested because I did not come all the way from Nigeria to China to just play. I came here to learn, and I came here to learn as much as possible. Everything I came here to learn everything, and I have been working hard towards that goal. So my advice for you, as you're applying, um, I even was advising. I know that I had not had time to come here to talk to you guys to even do a live video. But if you ask me what's the best time to apply for next year, I'll tell you that the best time to apply was for March intake. See if you are not applied, apply for March intake because I don't know how September is gonna be. These people, their eyes are always very like they're always everywhere during that September. So I don't know how it's gonna be for next year. Sometimes even this year we're hearing that oh they're gonna ask people to write exams. We're hearing a lot of things. So I don't know how 2025 is gonna be. I just pray that as by 2025 good things will come in 2025 blessings will come in, there will be a change in policy. But the way I'm seeing everything, I don't think there's gonna be a change because whatever that has been going on now has been happening since 2 years ago. Yes, since 2022, 2023. Yeah, around 2023 I was noticing it, and 2024 is still happening. So 2025, I don't think there's gonna be any more change. I think that they're gonna be strict on the students that are gonna be picking. My best advice for you, use agents, use all my travels, use us. Yes, use us, let us help you get admission to come to this place. Even if it's business visa you want, we can help you get it. Or if you just want to come here for visitation, we can also help you get it. So you can use us to help you or use agent because you don't know how to get it yourself. Some of you guys have been applying on your own and you've not been able to get it. So why don't you just trust an agent? Even if you say you don't trust me, yeah, we find another agent. If you want to do a PhD, sorry, you have to retype because the live video, um as I'm talking, if I do not concentrate on your message, it will go. So please retype. Thank you. Um, so I know I saw something like professor. If you want to do a PhD, do you need to get professor? I don't know if that's your question. It's depends on the school. It's not every school that actually asks for a supervisor or a professor. So if your school is asking, then you must get. There are some schools. I just recently realized that there's some schools that give you admission, then they tell you, oh, go ahead and get a supervisor, or they'll tell you need to get, but most schools in China don't tell you to get supervisor. Most schools in China, they would give you admission and help you get a supervisor. So that's the beautiful thing about China. There are two things I love about China, two things as China. The first, the fact that they don't ask for, you don't ask for a recommendation letter directly from your supervisor. You know that kind of thing that a lot of schools like in Canada, USA, they used to do that. You have to be meeting supervisors or professors or anything that they should send letters directly to the school. Okay, if you want to do a PhD under CSC scholarship and haven't gotten a professor acceptance letter at this time, is it possible? Uh, yeah, it's still possible. Depends on your school, like I'm saying. Depends on the school that you're applying to. So whichever school that you're applying to, you need to make sure that you are sure that if they are the ones that told you that you need to get a supervisor, then you have to get a supervisor. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to check their website and get a supervisor ASAP. And the acceptance, they will just write a letter, I think, and then you go ahead and apply. But it's not compulsory. It's not compulsory. People just do it just so that they'll give them admission. Well, I don't think it's compulsory, especially for those of you that are outside China. China university always like students that are outside China more than the students that are in China, or more than the people that are in China, because to them they're like, you've been here, we want new blood, we want someone fresh. But those of us that were here, if it's possible for them to pack us and send us back to our country, they will do they will do that. But those of you guys that are back home, you don't need to stress too much about getting a supervisor, because most of these supervisors don't even speak English, they can only speak Chinese. So they understand the struggle, the university understand your struggle, so that's why they go ahead say, don't worry, we'll help you get it, just apply. So all you need to do is just apply. Okay, you message the school and ask them, though, if they insist that you need them, fine, then go ahead. But I think that most school, why they tell you that, oh, you need a supervisor, is because they are still skeptical, because you are doing PhD. Then they're not gonna help you get supervisor, and then they'll get you a supervisor that is doing something that you don't want. You know, a lot of PhD students, even when after the school help them get supervisor, they come to the school, they will still go ahead and change the supervisor, because in their mind they don't want to do this. Me, I didn't change because me, I don't even know what I'm doing in my life. Like literally, I did not know the course or the direction I wanted to go, and they gave me the best supervisor, so I just went ahead with that supervisor, right? So that's why a lot of schools for PhD, they'll say, get your supervisor. It's not like they cannot get a supervisor for you. If it's something that you're struggling with, then the school that you're not able to get a supervisor, they'll say, okay, don't worry, we'll get it for you. But they don't want the fact that they'll go ahead and get the supervisor for you, and then you complain, you change your supervisor, you say you don't like the supervisor. So this is why they tell you to get a supervisor. But I don't think it's compulsory. If you want to give admission, they will give you admission. Whether you have supervisor or not, they will give you admission. Then when you come, you see your supervisor. If you like, you take them. If you don't like, you change them. And so they do it for a year. It's not like USA that it is literally the supervisor, or in Canada or Australia, they're literally the supervisor that is in charge. That's not how it works in China because of the whole language barrier. Oma, I have gotten acceptance letter from my supervisor, but I'm targeting September intake. Of course, go ahead and apply. Why are you wasting time? Go ahead and apply now. Now. Hey, quickly apply this month before the month end, because I feel like we're already in the exam period. So definitely by the end of this month, next month, be on vacation. So go on break. Hey, and that's so cool because I cannot wait to go on break. I'm literally tired. This PhD, they did not want me well. PhD is not beans. Those of you that are planning to come and do your PhD, you that are asking me a question, I need to take PhD is not beans. So see my eyes. I've not been sleeping. I've not even slept. Let me tell you guys. It's just I'm just this kind of Christmas excitement is doing me, and I just quickly said, "Let me come live, let me come here," because I know that I have not been consistent because I've been so busy. I didn't sleep last night. My body is even hot. Why? Because I've been studying. Sometimes you're even reading and you're like, this reading is not enough. Like studying in China, it's really hard sometimes. But the reason I like is I like the exams. Like when you're studying, it's hard. But when you're writing the exams, it's good because they're not so strict. Sometimes you bring past questions. If you study past questions very well, you can pass. If you ask the previous students, you can pass. And also in the exam hall, they're not strict. God forgive me my sins. But I just feel, and it's not even just about the exam hall, because as a PhD student or master student, most of the exams that they're going to be giving you, probably like you will not write exam. Hi, sorry, Omar, sorry, but the school application portal is yet to start. It's starting February. February? Which university is that? I've not heard of that. Please cross check very well. I don't think your school is starting February. It's too late. It's too late. You need to do your application very early. But if they say it's February, who am I? It's okay, but I've never heard of that. Most schools open from December, January. In short, the reason why they start from December, January is because of CSC. By March or April, CSC is gonna close. So from December, a lot of schools open so that they can. Henna University of Technology. Henna University of Technology. 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 It's not CS mini at starting February. Are you really? February? I've really not heard of this. For Henan. I mean Henan, no. They open by they even even this my school open anytime. This my school they sometimes as when I came newly. Not this now this year they are now really strict. You can tell that there are a lot of changes. But then people were even coming around March, April, I was seeing new students. I said, when this one resume? When this one resume? Every time I would just see new students. So my advice for you is that please be sure. Be sure it's February. Anyways, as I was saying, what was I even saying before yes, I saw a question? Because I forgot what I was saying. I was talking about PhD, right? Okay, I was saying that why I like China is that most of the final exam that they used to give might be like project work. Like now, I have two more courses, and then one course I finished that one. The final course, the teacher said he's gonna give us assignments, and it's so cool because I don't have any more strength in me to read to pass any course. So I'm so happy that in China they don't stress you when it comes to like having to pass exams and everything. But it depends on the teacher. Oh. I know that when I was doing my Chinese, because I did my master's Chinese thoughts, and when I was doing that, it was tough. It was hard. The teachers, they were not smiling with us. So come late. You cannot come late in class. If you miss 3 times, if you come late 3 times when I was doing my master's, you're not writing that course. But I noticed that this English thoughts, they really like so cool. I used to come late to class. Hey, when I was in my master's, I used to travel because I went to University of Science and Technology, and we have 3 campuses. So sometimes the campus, control science and engineering, that's what I did. They used to shuffle. And it closes by March. CSC will close around March, April, not February. So the university shuffle. So this year you go to class in the main campus. Next year you go to class in another campus, and it takes 2 hours by train to get to that campus. And I had those times when I was doing my masters, I had to travel to go for my classes. It was tough, and I would travel. I would wake up by 7 a.m. What am I even saying? Because those times we used to have class around like 10, and our class start by 9. So I had to wake up very early, like 6, and 7 a.m. I'm out because I need to get to class before that time, before 9 a.m. and 2 hours. I was doing this because I was a new student and I don't know how China was. So I was just trying to be like obedient, doing everything they tell me to do, I do. Now that I'm an old student or I've been in China for long, I'm such a stubborn person. I talk, but I'm trying to like now be quiet and calm because I feel like when you're in a place or when you've gotten so used to someone or to a place, you take the person or you take the place for granted. So I'm literally trying to bring myself back to that place where I was for the first time. And the way I'm bringing myself back to that place is through gratitude. I'm always looking back, thanking God for every little thing because I realized I was not grateful for so many things. I have been complaining. And if you have been watching my videos, watching my vlogs, you probably have noticed that I was complaining a lot. Coming out live, if you are applying for university scholarship or masters, guys, please don't write too many messages. If you write don't worry, leave your questions after the live video down. I'll reply. If your message is long, I'll not be able to. Anyways, as I was saying, so I used to do all the traveling and everything, but now I realize I'm trying to like reduce. I'm trying to like get to a point of gratitude, thanking God for every little thing, because I have realized that I think a part of me was taking ownership for all the things I was getting here in China. I was beginning to feel like, hey, why are you guys not getting scholarship? Hey, why are you getting this? Oh, why is this school treating you like this? Oh, why? And I was because of all the opportunities I was getting. Like I would apply for job, I would get a job. I would apply for that, I would get that. And I was just getting some opportunities, and I feel like I did not take time to realize that there were some people doing what I was doing and they were not getting opportunity. And it made me realize that I needed to be more grateful and I needed to be more thankful. And I needed to stop acting on like as if no, I own those things. It's an opportunity. Some people are more smarter than you, more intelligent than you. And they try to get the CSC and they don't get it. And they've tried so many times and they've not gotten. And for you, you're just trying twice or once and you get. So I feel like that's even what another advice I'll give to all of you guys, my clients. Please apply. Do your best. Do what you can do. But don't be feeling like as if no, you want to be feeling like you're now an owner of whatever. No, don't do that. Just understand the fact that whatever opportunity that China has given to you, they are losing. Okay, it's a lot of money. Your school fees is being paid. They pay you stipends every month. They cover your accommodation. Your accommodation is covered. Also, your health insurance is covered. What else is covered? Because also they pay your lecturers. Guys, they pay your lecturers. Your, especially if you're doing PhD, your professor is getting a lot of money on top of your head if you don't know. I didn't even know this. It was my master during my masters that I even learned that. I always wanted to help me get the second time. I realized that during my masters that my professor was getting a lot of money on top of my head. So this is the, you don't know your worth. Any scholarship you get in China, there's a lot of money that's going in that thing. So I just advise you, please and please do not take this opportunity that you're getting for granted. Give it your best. And yeah, I know that when you come here, finally, you come to China, I mean, you go through a lot of difficulties. Let's not even like, let me not try to sugarcoat anything. I've gone through so many things that since I came here that I have never faced back home in Nigeria. I never faced some things. No, I'm a very stubborn person. Yeah, I'm very stubborn, but I'm happy that I was able to face those things. Those of you that are here again on my page, on my live video, please leave the comment, leave whatever questions you want to ask below. Okay, argue below. Okay, I want to go and check my food. I'm cooking for Christmas, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Please, if you have any question, leave it down below. I'll come back and answer them. I really love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Every time I'm praying, every day I add you guys to my prayers because I know how tough it is to get opportunities abroad. That's the truth. There's a lot of bad economy right now going on. I know that it's not easy. So that's why I pray for you all. I pray for you guys to get opportunity. I pray for my clients to get opportunity. I also pray for myself. I pray for my family. I pray for everybody literally because I know understand who I am. Understand that I'm a priest. Okay. Understand that God has blessed me just not for myself but to be a blessing. So I'm not even surprised that every time I talk about CSC, the videos always go viral. I mean, one of my videos on WeChat have over 600,000 views. Though it's a tour video, but that's a lot. Who am I? So, and I have almost like we're almost getting to 7,000 followers on WeChat. And I just look at all these things, and I haven't really allowed it to get in. I want to be humble, so I don't really think too much about it. But I'm so grateful for my that God is using, right? So please, if you have questions, leave it down below. But always remember that even though I'm not coming here as often as possible, I'm always praying for you all. I'm always like, I'm not just praying for you guys to come to China. China is not even the place. China is just a stepping stone. China is like a staircase. Internationals don't come to China and stay in China. They just come to China, but maybe they go to another country. But if you don't have money to go to another country, because going to another country is money, lots of money. If you don't have that money, that's why I say come to China, get your degree, then go to another country. That's how it works. So even if I'm not coming as much as possible, just know that I'm always praying for you guys. Okay, once I'm eating your food though, how would you get it? Are you in China? How will you get the food? I need to even go and buy drinks. Guys, I'm gonna edit my pictures, my Christmas pictures. Yes, you can see I'm wearing my Christmas clothes. Okay, this is not my Christmas clothes. I've snapped 2 sets of Christmas pictures for you guys, and I'm giving you guys back to back. I don't know what happened to me today. I was just in the mood. You guys know I've not been posting pictures. I've not been posting. But somehow today I was just in the mood and I have not slept. But not sleeping is becoming something normal to me now. Maybe after I finish on my serere, I'm gonna sleep. Not sleeping is becoming normal because, my dear, if you want to achieve your goals, you cannot be sleeping. Sometimes I would sleep by 2, sometimes I wake up by 5. So if you cannot be sleeping, you know, and be a great person. So that's it. I don't sleep like that, and I don't care about it because I know what I want to achieve, right? But today, anytime the mood comes, let me tell you something, a secret about creating content. You will not always be in the mood. You will not always forget the fact that I'm here hyping or talking like this. It's not every time I'm in the mood. So when the thing just hits me like this, oh man, I'll shoot a live video. I don't need to think twice. I'll immediately put my camera and my phone like this, set up my light, everything, and start shooting. Because the moment I sit down to think about it for maybe like 2 minutes or 1 minute, I'm not doing anymore. So that's like the secret of how I'm always being consistent, how I was always posting for you guys, doing everything for you guys. It's because I always, the moment the mood comes, I do it for you guys. It's not easy though. Let me know that it's not easy to be coming here. It is not easy to shoot videos. It is not easy to create content. But I think I'm so happy and I get my blessing from God. I don't get my blessing from many people. I get my blessings from God. That's the honest truth. I really do get my blessings from God, and that's like the satisfaction that I get. So guys, thank you so much for 2024. You guys made 2024 the best year. I don't want to cry, so let me try my best. Thank you guys for making 2024 the best year for me. You guys have no idea the things that were going behind the scenes. Maybe some of the things I come out online and I was blabbing, but you guys have no idea the things that are gonna be behind the scenes. But every day I think about the audience I have, I think about the fact that I have God, I think about my friends, my family, and I genuinely think in my heart that I haven't done so much for these people to deserve the kind of love that they give to me, and I don't want to take it for granted. And I think that's the mindset I'm entering 2025 with. I'm entering 2025 with gratitude. I'm entering 2025 with creativity. I'm gonna be more of myself. Yes, 2025, you guys are gonna be seeing me more. That's it. So yeah, let me live this life. I'm talking too much. Then I'm gonna check my stew. Yes, I'll see you guys. Bye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.